Hey, what's up, guys? I hope you guys are doing great. First of all, I must apologize to everyone because it took almost 1 month to make this video after my first video. And also, I must say thank you for those who have already subscribed into my channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell button so that you will get a notification soon as I upload a new video. Okay. Today's video is going to be really special and I'm really excited about this. In this video, I'm going to explain the function and the difference between the ADHD, a person who has an ADHD, and average healthy person. Having a better understanding about your head is the first part of this recovery process. So it's really important to pay attention and understand this perfectly. Okay. Before we talk more, let's get right into it. Okay, guys. This is you can see to. I'm not a really I'm not a good at really animation, but I will try. I'm really working on it. I'll try to uh, get better at it in the future. In the future, I don't know. For now, I don't know any animation, so I'm trying my best to explain to you with using these a Paint, Microsoft Paint app. Anyway, you can see this. I have written here. I have drawn here these two individuals, and with the one is ADHD person who has an ADHD. The other one is average healthy person. This person is not a genius or any kind of person. This is an average healthy person. Okay, and also the scenario. I have to get a scenario to in order to explain these how these the difference between ADHD person and a healthy person. So I take this scenario as an example. This scenario usually definitely every one of us, every person has at least one time experience in their lifetime. The first day of the first job. Okay, I take it as the first day of the first job because the first day of the first job means like you have had no experience at all this regarding this particular job you are going to face. So these two individuals have the same situation. They just you imagine that they just came out from the schools and they don't have any working experience before. This is the first time. They never had the working background before. So I wanted to take it's like I take this example as that because they don't have any previously experienced, so that these explanation will be more easier for you to understand. Okay. um, Now imagine these two people and went the previous day to the interview and they all passed the interview. Then this is the first day they are coming to the job. Okay, then there has to be someone definitely who's going to explain you in your first day what is your job function and things to remember. And the person must be introducing the people inside the staff inside your workplace, then doing everything right. So now you think that you the first day you start work at 9 a.m. for example. The both individuals have the same kind of experience. Okay, now at 9 the someone comes and started talking to you and explaining everything, maybe taking you to place and let you know what you have to remember, your job function, things like that. Okay, now if someone started talking here, now the time is running on this line. Just imagine. Okay, these are very important. You need to understand every word I'm saying here. I'm not a native English speaker, but I'm trying my best to explain you everything as I can. And okay, now this time is running from here. Okay, now think, imagine that this is the scenario you need to stay focused on. Okay, now you have to pay attention into the person. Now the scene is going on. This is your job place, or this is not a space, this is the present moment. I made is as a box to show you the present moment. This is not the shape of your workplace. This is the present moment. That if you know that if you stay on the present moment, it means like you are taking as much as details into your brain, or your surroundings, your whatever someone is talking, everything goes straight into your brain because you are paying attention to the into the present moment. Okay, the first day, that's what you need to do, that's what you're supposed to do. Okay, but let's see what's going on this ADHD person's head when your senior is explaining to you. Then let's see what's going on inside the ADHD person's head. Okay, and when someone's talking here, there's someone explaining the ADHD. You know that ADHD person has a problem. They can't. ADHD people cannot stay focused for a longer time. They always, their mind is going somewhere else all the time. Okay, now the same thing happens here. Now this person is really motivated, both people are motivated, they really want to, they're really excited about their first job, they have so much dreams and hopes about this job. Okay, this individuals have the same kind of condition in their head, I mean, the hopes in their heads. Okay, now the time passed, that someone is talking. Now now he has to stay here in this present moment and get the details into his brain, right? Because he want to understand what he has to do, what he does not do, and everything, right? Because this is his job, the responsibility. So now here's time is running. Okay, okay, time is just running from here to here. Now he's focusing here, what's going on, he's listening, and he's looking around. He's using all his sensors, eyes, ears, the body, to get as much as details into his brain. That's what is going on. Even person who has ADHD or not, it doesn't matter. That's what is really happening when you're in this kind of scenario. Okay, now the time is start. That's like I said, the time is start from here. Now now he's paying attention here. Okay, you can see he's paying this attention. This lines I'm showing you here is the attention. He's paying attention to the present moment. Okay, now when the time runs, the ADHD person has a problem. ADHD people have other things going on in his head. Okay, I'm gonna write here. I'm gonna draw here around. Okay, these are the ADHD people's problems. Okay, like that. Okay, but in this case, you can see that he has other things also going on. Maybe this can be something he saw a movie or something the previous day, or this can be something like some bad experience this person have had, and it can be anything. And this can be someone had an argument yesterday, so it pops up. And this can be a bad experience faced on the street today, or this can be in a movie, something interesting you watch the previous day or before or today or few seconds ago. Now what you have to do is, what you're supposed to be doing is paying attention to here, right? But instead, now you pay attention for the first couple of seconds or minutes. It can be change, because it depends on the individual how bad you have this ADHD is. It depends on, okay, how long you can stay. It depends. So just imagine you stay a couple of minutes here, paying complete attention, fully attention to the person. Someone's talking from here, the time is running, now you are paying attention here. Okay, then you don't know, automatically there's something pops up in your head, like things we wrote here. Now your attention jump right back here, right here, jump right here, and started stay here for a couple of seconds. Can be couple of minutes, couple of seconds, or microsecond or millisecond, doesn't matter. You stay here for a while. Then you feel that, oh my god, I'm not focusing. Then you focus back into this present moment, because today is your first day of job. You need to pay attention. Now you are paying attention here again. Okay, now you stay here for a while paying fully attention here. Then after that, it's suddenly you don't even know, because you cannot control your head when you have ADHD. It's right, it's again he's jump again into something like hear something, watch a movie or something previous day, then it's here. Now you stay here for a while, like can be a couple of seconds, just like I said before. Now you feel, oh my God, I have to pay attention again to the present moment. Now you push your mind back again here. Now you stay here again. Okay. Do you know? So many ADHD people have this problem. I call this the self-talk. The self-talk, every person, every human being has this self-talk. Self-talk is like you're talking to yourself sometimes, like you're evaluating things about you. Maybe you're evaluating the peoples around you. So it's like, for example, it's like something happening to you. Oh, someone is looking at you. Someone said a joke at you. Oh, he must be joking. Maybe he's serious. Maybe you're thinking inside, right? Sometimes. So this is a little worse than this is really a little worse, when it compares to a average person. Average people also have it, but in certain uh, scenario, depends on the scenario. Okay, normal scenarios like this job, uh, it's really unlikely to happen. It can happen, but very short amount of time. But an ADHD person has these things all the time. Okay, and the size of this self-talk thing, it depends on the individual. Okay, now sometimes it jumps here too. Now this must be thinking like when you come here, when you're thinking, oh, this guy is talking. My God, I have lots of things to put inside my head. Now you're thinking, you're evaluating yourself. Now think something going on, but you don't know that you are passing the time. Now this person is continuously talking, time is running. This line. Now you push again back into the present moment. Okay. Now here, now you are. This is your time finished. Now you are finished. You are done here. Okay, now this talk is finished, then explanation is finished. From now you have to work. Okay, just imagine. Okay, now let's see what's going on in this person's head, ADHD person's head. Oh, before we go there, there's something you need to know. Let me see, let me change a little bit color here. It might gonna be easier for you to understand. Now now you started the conversation, the you are listening to from here, right? Now you'll be listening. Hello. Now you are listening. Okay. Now you you jump here, right? Now you jump back here, but this explanation, whoever talking is still running, the time is running. Now you come back after you were staying here for a while, then you come back here. Now you stay here fully focused. You felt that you screwed up because you've been thinking about something else, then you push your mind here back. Okay, go back into the present moment, and you have to listen, like you're doing it to yourself, right? Now here also you were you were staying here and here too and here too. Okay, now you can see there's a missing part. This missing part, you were here, right? Now you know that as human beings, we know that when you experiencing something for the first time, uh, or like that, your brain automatically tries to get the details as much as it can, with using your eyes, ears, and all the senses, and also your previously feeded experience, the details from your brain. For example, if you have had experienced this kind of scenario before, then it takes all these details and tries to replicate your background and in your job. Or now we are talking about this job, right? The job inside your head. Okay, that's why even after that you go, oh, I understand. Yeah, that is a feeling you feel like, oh, I understand now. Yeah. But in this scenario, in this case, as an ADHD person, this particular individual has this problem, and therefore this is the first day of his job, so he doesn't have any previously feeded details inside the head. He never been this kind of places. He never seen people like this, and this kind of responsibilities this person have never experienced. So now the brain is tries to, just like as I explained you, brain tries to replicate the whole explanation inside your head with using the details you just got from this person who's talking here, and also the surroundings, right? Now the problem is there are missing parts here. Then brain tries to replicate this, but there are missing parts here. Then but he still try to replicate it, so it make a image inside you about this place and your responsibilities with using the minimum details he has. Okay, then after that, but that after getting the details, after finish this thing, you might try to remind, oh, what's going on, do I understand now my job? But now the brain didn't have details, so he replicated, he gave you an idea, but the idea is little blur. It's because he didn't have enough details to replicate it. Okay, now you will feel like for example, in this missing area, imagine that person who was talking and explained you something like a responsibility. For example, in this particular period, he was explaining, okay, you have to sign these papers at the end of the day and put the papers into this blue file, for example, right? But you were here at that time, you didn't hear anything because you were here, you were paying attention here. But the person explained in during this period you were not here. Then after that you started working the next day or the same day. Now the end of the day you cannot remember about that. You have to sign the papers and at the end of the day and put into the blue file that a particular thing, that the responsibility you have already, you don't know, it's not inside your head, right? So now you feel bad about yourself, right? Then the end of the day, maybe the next day, your senior might ask from you, okay, did you put it? Then it's, oh, I don't know, I forgot, I didn't know. Oh, you didn't know? No, I explained to you yesterday, so you cannot remember anything, like something like that. Something can happen, right? So if something happened, then you might feel bad about yourself, right? Before you come to this job, you were really excited about this job and you had lots of hopes. You were thinking about to become the vice president of this company or something. You have had so much hopes. Now you have a bad experience the first day in your job. Then even you go home, it might pops up inside your head, because ADHD people have that. Every time the things pops up, that's why I said before that always things come to their head. It's like, oh my god, something happened to me today, I cannot remember. He did really explain to me, I cannot remember. I am worse, like, kind of feelings. These feelings are not good. Okay, let's hold here. Okay, let's go to that person who doesn't have ADHD. Okay, now he's also facing the same situation, the same time that particular whoever the senior person, he started talking. Now he's paying attention. Let me change the color here. Okay, now he's paying the attention. So we start the time from here. Time is running. Now he's here. Okay, but this person also have like I said before, even the average person have this self-talk. Everybody has this self-talk, but not really bad, very very small. it, Maybe it's very teeny tiny. Okay, and sometimes he had a bad experience yesterday, just like you, this like the ADHD person here. Maybe it pops up here too, maybe. Okay, now he's here, now he's paying attention, suddenly pops up something inside his head. Okay, he also has that thing, but he's not ADHD. But he goes here, but he knows that these things are really really under control. He can control these things, so he pushed back soon after he popped up this thing right here. Okay, boom. But he didn't get too much time here. He come back. Okay, now he knows that he has to pay attention again, just like you before. Okay, now he's paying attention continuously. Meanwhile, he might come here, but for a very short amount of time. It can be millisecond. Okay, but millisecond is just fine. Maybe you think that there are small gaps here too, because he is also thinking. Every person has these things in thinking, pop up things in their head, but not like ADHD person. That's what I wanted to explain. Okay, sometimes that's self-talk too. Then he jump into self-talk thing. Maybe stay here for a while, like like this. Okay, now let's calculate it just like we did before. Okay, now here, now let's see that this is the time it started. Then yeah, this healthy person, that average minded person, stay here. Then this is the time, and small gap here because he was here, but he right back into the present moment, but still have a small gap, right? Now the time is running. Now he's staying here. Now again, small gap maybe can be like like this, you know, but still a very short amount of time. Okay, this period, and again he went to this self-talk thing. Then now he's here. Okay, then after that they finish it. Okay, then let's if they calculate this just like we did before, then this person his brain also tries to replicate with using the data he already got, and this person also doesn't have previously he also hasn't done any kind of job, this kind of job, same experience, same type of person, guy, just like this one. And so his brain also tries to replicate the everything is being he's been he was told until now, and he was listening, but he also have the small gaps, now. But these gaps are very teeny tiny, so his brain could easily analyze and replicate his job function and everything, and with using this limited amount of this data. Even though they have a small spaces, it might miss very small things, but still better than this ADHD person when it comes to when we compare with this ADHD person. Now he has a little bit bigger gap here because he had a self-talk right here, and maybe during this small gap, something small maybe he might miss, because I have experienced this thing. I have seen, because I during my study time about this ADHD problem, I noticed I was looking at people so seriously and what they're doing. So I noticed so many things, and about what the difference between a ADHD person and a person who doesn't have a ADHD. So I realized lots of things, and later on when I analyzed these ideas, they were really helpful because I was looking at these people very carefully. So this is what's really happening inside the head. This person had doesn't have a small, maybe it's also maybe can forget something because this small time period he was here. So but then his boss also, oh, I explained to you yesterday, why cannot you remember? I'm sorry. Then he might say sorry, and then after that, but this person who doesn't have ADHD feel really happy because he understand most of the things he said. So he doesn't have too much thing to think. And healthy people have that things when they go home, but after they go home, but they're still they don't stay here for a long time. They can push back into the present moment. That's the ability. So when it comes to ADHD people, even though they want to come here, they want to think, they don't know actually uh, what they are doing. That's why that is the reason this ADHD comes to them, right? This person, I'm gonna explain to you in my later videos about it more deeper, because this is not going to end from here, because there are so many things you need to learn. But this is the basic principle. You understand now all this. Now this person, like I stopped from there before, then I came here. Before I come to this person, I stopped somewhere. I wanted to say that this person had that bad experience already the second day of the job, because he couldn't remember. He go home, he started thinking. Now this thinking he's over and over. He's thinking, it leads him into like he thinks something bad according to these thinkings, these are too much emotional, then of course his body chemistry starts changing because of the brain chemistry change, and different kind of hormones might builds up, or anything can happen inside his head. But imagine then every time he worries, then his brain chemistry start changing. So this happen over and over every time. And also his brain is always busy thinking about this stuff. Then he work 8 hours per day and he come home, then all the shitty things happen inside his job. It's all the bad experience he had, and all pops up. And even after he got home, and you know that 20% of the energy we take into our body is consumed by the brain. So imagine your brain is continuously working, thinking about things happen to you or anything. Think that he spent so much time focusing on trying to focus on his job 8 hours, then he come home, and also his brain is you thinking about the self-talk and blah blah. Then he's taking too much energy from his body, and he feel tired when after he go home, and hungry. Even he's hungry, he might not be able to eat. It depends on the individual. And this particular person, he can forget whatever that small incident happened, he can forget. I'm going to explain to you in my next videos why he can forget, why we can forget. Okay, but I have to stop this video from here, and stay in touch, because next video I'm going to explain to you more deeper. And actually these examples is the key to understand this whole uh, ADHD recovery principles. So this is the we need to understand this. Without understanding this, we cannot go into the next step. Okay, but I need to come back here and explain again with using these kind of examples, because it's really really important. Then this particular uh, scenario may be different. Something can be different to you. You might be experiencing it right now, but anything can be explained with using this sketch, this theory. Okay, maybe you're not experiencing this thing, this kind of problem, even if you go to a new job. Because for example, think about this guy. It doesn't matter even he had ADHD. He spent like 2 3 years doing this job after this day, right? Now he learned the job. Okay, now he want to apply for a little bit a senior position. Okay, now he go to a senior position, and he applied for a job. He experienced the same kind of the first day experience, just like someone is explaining to him and on about this. But this is not the same position, but a little bit higher. But this guy has the previous experience. So now he's experiencing the same thing because he has the ADHD. Of course, the self-talk comes, and something happened to him, and always this like this pops up, and he goes and think while someone is talking. Now he has same gaps after the conversation end, the explanation ends. But if he had this person had previous experience doing this kind of job, the brains have details already inside his head. So the brain tries to replicate just like before, but these gaps will be filled by the previously experienced data already inside his head. So it will fulfill these gaps with using the previously data. A brain will do it itself, and you don't have to do anything. Then after this conversation, after this explanation, you will understand your job function completely. You will not forget anything in your job. It can happen. So that's why this particular that first day of the first job is the best example to explain this ADHD and difference between the ADHD and healthy head. But this, like I said, you might be experiencing it differently because you have previously filled data inside your head. Well, anyway, then I have to stop this video from now, and I'm coming back with another video very soon. And stay in touch, please. If you haven't subscribed into my channel, please subscribe, and It's going to be really will motivate me to do more videos. And this is not going to end from here. There are so many things you need to learn, and I know this time is not enough to teach you everything. And thank you for watching, and try to understand. If you don't understand something, please put a comment below. And if I feel that you guys hasn't understand, I will do more video with using a different scenario, and I will explain more. And if you have other questions that I can explain with the comment, then I will do it too. And see you next time. Bye bye.